Orienteering at Belmont Day School. Hello, my name is Barbara Bryant, and I am the president of Navigation Games, a nonprofit dedicated to getting kids outside running around with maps. In this presentation, I'm going to introduce you to the other staff members who will be with you for the orienteering unit, talk about the sport of orienteering, describe the final race, and how we're going to prepare for it. In addition to myself, you'll meet Priya, who is a high school orienteering team member in Cambridge, and Ethan, who is a Navigation Games staff member. Orienteering is a sport. In the sport of orienteering, your goal is to visit checkpoints that are on a map in order as quickly as possible. Orienteering is an international sport governed by the International Orienteering Federation that sets the rules of the game. Orienteering maps are awesome. They show you the shape of the land with contours, where water features are, man-made features, how thick the vegetation is. And on each orienteering map, there's a course. There's a start triangle, that's where you start, and then circles show you the different locations for the controls. If you go to the very center of each circle, there will be a marker and a way to check in. We're going to use electronic timing for a lot of what we do. You have to visit the controls in order. Orienteering is traditionally practiced in the wilderness or in the forest, but recently there's a new version called sprint orienteering that takes place usually in urban areas. There's a variation on bikes, on skis, and even in wheelchairs. Regular point-to-point orienteering starts at the start triangle, and then you visit the checkpoints in order until you get to the finish. There's a variation called score orienteering, where you can visit any controls that you want in any order, but you have a time limit. The United States fields teams that travel to international competitions, including world championships. On the left is a picture of the junior orienteering team from recently. And on the right is a picture of one of our team members handing off in a relay to another team member. Ethan, our staff member, raced for the United States, both on the junior and senior teams. We also had the pleasure of having two other orienteering team members, national orienteering team members, help us at Navigation Games in previous years, Melanie and Evelyn. The Cambridge Ringe and Latin high school orienteering team won the national championships in 2018. Ethan was the coach and Priya was on that team. And this is, you can see that I used an excerpt of this photo to introduce them previously. All right, let's talk about your race. So on Monday, October 26th, or if it rains out one of those days, it'll be the 31st, you are going to do a race. You'll get a map like this. It'll show the start location, the finish location, and then all of the checkpoints that you need to visit. You're going to get to choose whether you do it on your own or with a partner. You're also going to choose ahead of time whether you want to do a short, medium, or long version. So everybody will get to choose. In order to prepare you so that you can do the race smoothly and cleanly, we're going to have 4 days of preparation. The first 3 days, there will be stations. The 6th, 7th, and 8th graders will go to one station each day. One of the stations will be using our electronic timing equipment and maps of the school grounds in order to practice doing a regular orienteering course and learning the map symbols. Another station will be using a geometric layout of checkpoints in order to practice keeping your map oriented as you change direction. On that day, we'll also walk into the woods and match symbols and terrain features. The final station will be an attack point and compass station, where you will practice making the right decision about which way to go at trail intersections, and you'll also use the compass to help you navigate. On the 4th day, everyone is going to do a score O race, and that's where you have a given amount of time and you find as many controls as possible in any order using a compass. We're really excited to work with you next week, and we'll see you soon.